Welcome back to Exciting Europe.
The Sagrada Familia is the world's most famous, unfinished masterpiece. It is a forest of stone and light that has been rewriting the rules of architecture for over 140 years. From the UNESCO-recognized Nativity Façade to the dramatic Passion Façade, we'll explore the jaw-dropping interior and see exactly how it works. Before we begin, we have to mention that we also have an in-depth Sagrada Familia video. If you are ready to learn about every single sculptural group on the facade and get up-close information on the most hidden details of the basilica, make sure to check out that longer version. To understand this genius, you need to know the ultimate plot twist. Antoni Gaudí wasn't the original architect. The project actually started under Francisco de Paula del Villar, who planned a traditional, cookie-cutter neo-Gothic church. But after a dispute over costs, he walked away. Enter 31-year-old Antoni Gaudí. He threw out the traditional blueprints and brought in a radical philosophy. Straight lines belong to men, but curved lines belong to God. Instead of relying on standard formulas, Gaudí studied nature. In his laboratory, he hung weighted strings from the ceiling, letting gravity pull them into perfect, natural arches. By placing a mirror underneath, he could see the structure right side up. This revolutionary technique allowed him to design a building that supported its own weight without heavy outer walls, turning stone into a living, breathing Bible. Gaudí built the Nativity Façade first, knowing he wouldn't live to see the basilica finished. He wanted to leave a breathtaking template for future generations, and it worked, earning official UNESCO World Heritage status. Standing back, it looks less like traditional architecture and more like a massive coral reef melting under the sun. Facing east to catch the morning sun, it celebrates the birth of Christ through 3 massive portals named Hope, Faith, and Charity. To capture raw emotion, Gaudí took plaster molds of real people from the neighborhood alongside real plants and animals. The central portal of Charity features the nativity scene itself, crowned by a massive green cypress tree representing the tree of life, which is covered in beautiful alabaster doves. Walking to the opposite side of the building feels like stepping into a different universe. If the nativity side celebrates life, the Passion Façade is a stark, cinematic depiction of suffering and death. Facing west, it catches the harsh light of the setting sun. Gaudí wanted this side to strike fear, envisioning columns that resembled strained muscles and skeletal bones. Because he died before its completion, the task fell to controversial artist Josep Maria Subirachs in the late 1980s, who used rigid, angular, and highly abstract sculptures. The story loops in a giant S-curve from bottom to top. It begins with the Last Supper and the betrayal of Judas. In the center stands the flagellation pillar, capturing Jesus in total solitude. Moving up, Saint Veronica holds up her veil with Christ's face miraculously imprinted on it. Subirachs hid a tribute here. The face of the evangelist on the left is Gaudí's actual face. Finally, the narrative hits its peak with the crucifixion, where Jesus hangs from a stark iron beam rather than a traditional wooden cross. Before heading inside, look next to the Judas statue for Subirachs' mathematical enigma, the magic square. No matter how you add up these 16 numbers, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally, they always equal 33, the exact age of Jesus at his death. Stepping through the massive bronze doors brings a breathtaking transition. You leave behind the heavy, detailed stone of the exterior and enter a celestial, living forest. The interior is supported by 36 magnificent pillars, designed to mimic the anatomy of trees. As you look up, you see the columns branch out as they reach the ceiling, creating a structural canopy that holds up the roof naturally. The strongest pillars, which hold up the central towers, are made of red porphyry, a heavy volcanic rock of immense strength. But the true magic of the interior is the light. Gaudí turned the space into a shifting symphony of color, using vibrant stained glass. In the morning, the sun blasts the nativity side with cool blues and greens, symbolizing the freshness of birth and creation. By afternoon, the sunset shifts to the Passion side, igniting the entire space in fiery reds and deep oranges to represent blood and sacrifice. In the exact center, look up at the 4 massive central columns. High on their capitals sit illuminated glass emblems representing the 4 evangelists, also known as the Tetramorph. You can spot the lion for Mark, the ox for Luke, the winged man for Matthew, and the eagle for John. They surround the main altar, where a figure of Christ hangs suspended under a canopy of pure light, anchoring the entire spiritual forest. The Sagrada Familia is undoubtedly the star of Barcelona, a true open-air museum where nature and architecture collide. If this quick guide helped you decode the secrets of the Basilica, hit that like button, subscribe to Exciting Europe, and check out our full playlist in the description below for tours of Gaudí's other masterpieces like Casa Mila and Park Güell. See you at the next landmark!